Okay, welcome to the Lobo podcast. Today we have a comedian friend, tomato throw champion, homeschool dog mom, Rebekah Gibson. Yeah, we talk about her growing up with a very conservative dad, right? Took her to Planned Parenthood to go protest, right? And they lived in a church, and she was born at home. She started comedy here in Beloit, Illinois, Wisconsin. I don't know, but we talk about my disgusting Beloit story with a heckler that I accidentally slept with. Anyways, we go into David Goggins, how she didn't know what reggaeton was, but check it out. Funny episode. IG Becca Gibson, Bekah Gibson. And again, Lobo91 for all social media, Lobo Den Podcast, IG, Twitter, Lobo Den Podcast. Like, subscribe. Any questions, DM me. I'm going to make an email if you have questions for future podcasts. When I do solo dens, let me know. Okay, welcome to the Lobo Den Podcast. Today we have a friend of mine. Are we friends?
I think so. I don't know. I haven't evaluated a lot of people lately. In my quarantine, I'm like shedding, so I haven't gotten to the J's.
My former friend, comedian. I don't know. Do you still call yourself a comedian?
Of course I do.
She's the Tomato Throw Show champion.
You're speaking to the Tomato Throw champion. Fucking son of a
comedian on hiatus because of the Rona. Rebekah Gibson, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, Rebekah. How you been?
Been really well.
Really? You left the kids? You're not nannying anymore?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm still nannying. I'm not nannying, but I'm going back.
Oh, okay. Did they miss you?
I missed them. I'm psycho. I look back on my old pictures and cry in my bed and I'm like, I miss them.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do. I love them. But
how old are they now? People don't know. You were a nanny.
Yeah, I'm a nanny.
And these kids, and then you just left them, I guess.
I just
apparently.
left them. Well, I'm coming back. Their parents are there watching them. And then they have birthdays, so I'll do like the drive-by, like, Hong Kong, happy birthday!
Did you...
I've done 2 parade birthdays.
I haven't. I saw that for the first time in my neighborhood. I was like, oh, that's cute, but at the same time, I don't know. Does it happen by your neighborhood? I was upset. Were you upset, or I'm an old curmudgeon now? Like people
loved it because it's like everyone came out for it and like they were sipping cocktails and being like, look at it go by.
Yeah, it was cute.
It's fun.
It was fun. I was watching, but at the same time, I was like, shut up, stop honking. Like I don't know. I'm a curmudgeon now. I think
you should stop that because I feel like I was that, and I'm like, you gotta let joy just flow. If you see the dumb kids in a parade, you gotta be like, look, that's nice.
Yeah. You've been doing yoga or something?
I did yoga with Adrian for about a week and a half, and I was feeling good, and then I stopped.
I did yoga one time on Instagram Live.
No.
On Zoom Live, or what is it? This girl.
Oh, okay.
This girl that I was DMing. Hope she doesn't listen to this podcast. But
she does.
The great thing about it, any girls that I talk to, I can say whatever I want because they don't listen. They don't. Like one girl did. Right?
Girls, they don't listen.
There was one that did, and then she messaged me. He's like, "Oh, what's up with the strippers in Miami?" Because she like Googled me, and there was. I told my strip. You don't know what happened, right?
You have a joke about that. I know you joke.
So basically, just the gist, because I talk about it a bunch. Last July, blew like $4,000 one night with these strippers, cocaine strippers, and and then it's like got my shit together after that.
Did you?
No, I did. I started. Well, I think I was doing this before. No, I came back. You know Eric, right? Eric Pinnell.
Yes.
Eric, right? Okay,
yeah,
so Eric, Mexican wife.
Yeah. It's like, so I'm married. I hate it.
Who's married? What is it? Smack your head against the table. Who's married here?
My team has cigars and stripes.
Yeah. Cigars.
I love cigars.
I'm trying to get Ronnie on here.
Oh, that'd be great. You want to know who you should get is his son. I feel like his son has all the secrets.
Have you seen his son? Is he there? I've never seen his son. Where's he at? Does he hide him?
Behind the bar. He's been working there since he was like 14.
Where's it?
It's like a family. Cigars and Stripes is like a family owned. It's like 3 generations of men. So it was like the grandpa was at the door checking your ID, and then on the cigar shop, and then Ronnie.
Rest in peace, right?
Yeah, he passed.
This year, rest in. Lutz just died. Was that his name? Now I feel disrespectful not knowing his name.
I'm not sure who that is.
Oh, okay. The old guy at the door.
Oh yes, I just called him. That's exactly what I called him.
So I never see the son. I see Ronnie.
Yeah, he's young. He's like 16.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why it's like when you see him, because he's behind the bar like serving drinks and he's like a baby. And
I haven't seen him. Maybe I can get them both on.
And like comedians always try to like talk shit to him, like every time, like, oh, who's this, the little kid? And so he always like rolls his eyes. He's like, okay, you guys all suck.
James, you never did comedy. You don't have to do open mics or anything.
I've done 3 open mics in my life.
What mics did you do?
The Edge Comedy Club. Do you remember that place?
Oh, what the hell is that? Sounds familiar.
Chicago Center for Performing Arts. Long time, like 10 years ago.
No.
Wow.
And then when they moved to Sully's house, same mic, different spot. Did that twice. Not for me.
Not for you. No. But I feel like you should have.
I found my place.
Rightfully. That isn't. I kind of like, because I feel like a lot of people do that. They like starting comedy with like a goal, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, there's a million branches that you would have never thought of.
What was your first mic? Janesville?
Beloit.
Was it one of Vicky's rooms or no?
Yep, Vicky's rooms at the what was it called? You did that room.
I did.
It was the Local.
No, I did the one. It was the Valentine's Day show.
Same
Des was not on it. He was on the flyer, but didn't show up.
Okay. That happened a lot.
And then it was a skinny black dude.
Emmett Cannon.
No, skinny from Milwaukee, Mr.
Tom Johnson.
No.
I don't want to play this game.
The hell, dude. Mr. Nate.
Yeah.
And it was because I remember because Nate showed up late.
I love him.
I love him, but he that's what he talked shit about. So we did the show with Marco, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he was supposed to shut up late. But then he told you when he told you about the older lady. I don't want to say her name. I don't even know what her name was.
Mm-hmm.
When I did the Vicky Lynn show and I got drunk and there was an old lady there that I ended up going home with.
I remember that.
I know, dude.
That's a classic Beloit story, as old as time.
Yeah. So basically, there was an old lady. Oh, she was a heckler, right? And she had like a raspy like biker voice. And then me and Nate were like talking shit, like, what's wrong with this lady? Like, we're talking all this shit about her. And then so Vicky Lynn, I do a show. She gave me these drink tickets. Then I have some people bought me some drink tickets. You remember the picture of there's a dude with a pug and a pug or something? I have a beard now. I don't know. Whatever. I looked like somebody in a picture with a pug. And some white dude and his wife were like, come over here. I'll buy you shots. Just take a picture next to my wife's picture, the shirt. She was wearing the shirt that looked like me. And so they bought me shots. And then I was walking out and she was by the door and this guy was like, hey, you want to take her home? And I was like, no, I just wanted to give her a ride. I was like, all right, what's the worst that's going to happen? And then, we pulled into the Denny's parking lot for food because I was like, I want to go eat. I'm wasted. I don't want to. And then that's where.
I don't want to drive home without food in my belly. I'm shit-faced.
Yeah, exactly, because I live an hour and a half away. And then I had sex with her at the parking lot at the Denny's. Never went to the Denny's.
Oh, my God.
And then I go to take her home, right? And I'm there, and before, oh, God, or whatever. But nobody listens to this, right, that I'm talking? No ladies? I hope not. But anyways, then
don't say that about your podcast.
But she's about to go in. And before I go in, it's like, would you mind if I have anal sex with you before you go in? And she was like, sure.
Wait, that's what you asked her?
I didn't say like I was.
But that was very polite. You probably said it worse than that. I would say.
I actually said, would you mind if I fuck you in the ass or something like that? And she's like, in a raspy voice, she was like, she's like, all right, this isn't my first rodeo. This isn't my. She said that it was like not my first word. Yeah. So
and then you should have been like, actually, thank you, good night.
I should have.
Actually, I'm gonna mosey on home.
Oh, and then I remember she didn't let me in because she got dropped off
to
at
her
the bar.
house.
Yeah, because she lives with her 9-year-old mom, who made cinnamon rolls, and I wanted to go, but her mom was there, and then she dropped her off. The mom dropped her off at the bar because she didn't have a license. That's why I gave her a ride. And then she also had a Tinkerbell tattoo, or Tigger, one of the two. And then I remember that morning, that whole week, every drive to work, it was just I saw that tattoo under like her thigh, like my brain. After I left, like 20 minutes, the weed starts coming off, all the alcohol's wearing off, and then as I'm driving in the snow back on Valentine's Day from Beloit or South Beloit, I don't even know which one,
This sounds more like South Beloit. It sounds like the Illinois side of Beloit, not Wisconsin.
I don't one of the Beloits. And then I remember the drive back, and I was like, so Beloit was where you started your comedy career. It didn't go like that, right?
So. Full circle.
Sorry about that. Sorry for traumatizing.
I have to say something really quick.
Sir, yes,
so
sir.
You've been recording here. This is like your fifth or sixth one in here. You will take you will take a piece of a droplet of information and you will go to the fucking moon with it, but you always come back.
I do now. I didn't in the beginning.
That's good because I would have forgotten because I forgot the question.
It's incredible to watch.
You're like,
It's Beloit. Now, how was your first mic in Beloit? No, did you?
like I was saying.
No, did you have anal sex with Jennifer in her bracket? No.
You wanna know what? I did not. I did not. Well, I guess
So it was
I
Vicky's room,
bombed.
right?
So that
Oh,
was.
you
I think I
bombed.
would have rather had your experience
Oh.
than mine. I didn't bomb. I don't remember what. I like went because I was so nervous. I'm like very stage fright. You know that. Do you know that about me?
Yeah.
You
I
get,
was
like,
too for a while.
Yeah, you get the old nerves. So I like walked into the local because it's a huge room. It's like a TGI Friday. So it's like it's like
Ooh.
the worst comedy spot in the world. You're like in a little stage in the corner, but it's like. It's huge. The room's
Nobody's
huge.
paying
It's well, no
attention.
one's paying attention. People are ordering food. It's like, and I like went there and I was like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. And then Des, who ran the mic, Des
Mm-hmm.
Miller, a comedian, was like, no, do it. I was like, I'm just gonna watch. And then I had like I like those Long Island iced teas, so I had 2 of those. I'm like, I'm gonna do it. And then I went up there and then I froze.
What'd you
because,
talk about?
I talked about. I want to say I talked about like it was some made up thing about like donkey shows, but I don't remember what the joke was. But it was bad. And then I was up there for like 30 seconds. And in Beloit, in that room they didn't use a light, so you could either go for as much time or as little time as you want. So I had
okay.
no concept of that. So I'd literally do 30 seconds or like 45 seconds. I'm still that way. I'm not like I don't go for distance. I'm
So
more
wait,
like-
how long did you go up? You went 40 seconds?
About and then and then I went to Milwaukee and I did the same thing. I did like
what room did you do?
Karmas. I did like a
I
minute and a
missed
half,
Karma.
and they were like, "You could have kept going." I'm like, "I know,
Oh,
I know, I'm done." That's all I had to say.
the,
And I drove an hour and a half to do this.
that place you went to with Vicky, that mic, I forgot what it was called. It was a gay bar.
Oh, that's Karmas.
You know, my friend, right? What's his name's brother? I took him there a bunch of times. I don't think he still knows that it was a gay bar because he's I have a super homophobic friend. He's super
Oh, no.
homophobic. Yeah. And then, but he doesn't. I'd like to. I want to like turn it on him one day and tell him. But he doesn't know yet, right? He doesn't know.
You think that'd ruin his life? Like, you remember that bar we went to 4.5 years ago?
Yeah. Gay bar. He's like, are you fucking kidding me?
He just blows his brains out. That'd be nice.
I want to tell him. And then so it was Beloit, and then what the one we did? We did Oconomowoc.
Oconomowoc.
Is that where we met? I feel. Do you remember where we met?
Yeah.
We met in Oconomowoc.
I think we
right?
met in Oconomowoc because we were the only. It was like me and you and like a hotel.
Ross Lundy, Mario,
yeah,
Ross quit.
lodge.
Yeah, it's a little.
Ross Lundy.
And that guy, Mr. What is it, Mr. Comedy? Did he give you a business card? Was it a dog?
Yeah, there was a dog. I think I'm still friends with him on Facebook. And he made it sound like, you know, when you just start and everything feels like the biggest opportunity. So he's like, you guys are fucking great. He's like, I'm gonna get you in, and I'm like, yes.
Did he call you afterwards?
He like sent me a Facebook message, but it was nothing. He was like, if you want to come back and do the open mic again, I'm like, you.
No, he called me. He's like, I'd like you to come back up, but I'd like you to come and just see the show.
Maybe that's what he
Yeah.
said to me. I remember being in my room like, this isn't what I would have thought. And then it's been a cycle of those situations for 4 years.
It was come see the show, and then I was like, I'm not driving 2 hours to watch a show, and then when'd you move over here to Chicago? Like 4 years ago?
4 years. I moved when I was like 6.5 months in.
With both your where do you live?
All
the sisters done? Are you sister
All my
free?
sisters are done. We just rekindled, so we've all throughout the year we'll talk to each other 1 week, and then my sister called me fat 4 months ago, and I
The
haven't.
oldest one or the not the oldest one?
The second to the oldest.
Well, the ones that live here. I know the ones
yeah.
here.
Okay, so the oldest one.
The
So
oldest
she
one's
called me
here.
fat. She called me fat over Christmas, and I haven't talked to
How
her.
did she say it? She just called.
This is what she did. This is so rude. So I'm in the kitchen. I'm making like a big bowl of like rice and beans. I'm at my weakest point, and she walks into the kitchen.
Eating like a Mexican is your weakest point. Okay,
Yeah,
continue.
that's my. I really lowered myself, and I'm in the kitchen. I'm like, I'd worked all day, and she goes, "Are you still doing keto?" And I was like, "No, I've kind of like stopped. I've gotten really happy with myself." And she goes, "All my sisters are fat." And then she walked out of the room. And then I walk back into the room, and then I sit down, and we're all playing cards. My mom's there, like it's like a party, and I'm like really tired, and then like I start to cry. And everyone's like, what's wrong? She called me
Spades? You guys are playing spades?
No, we usually play spades. We play Dirty 13 now. And then she was like, I'm kidding. And everyone's like, she was kidding. I was like, I gotta go. And then I just talked to her yesterday for the first time.
Who called who?
Well, nobody called anybody. We met at the park because we had my nephews are up for the weekend and they wanted to see their kids. So we kind of had to have, and I didn't want to go. I was gonna just drop them off.
Okay.
And then I was like, we like went there and I'm walking with my niece and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And then she was like, well, Rachel's nervous too. That's my sister who I hate. And then so I get there.
I didn't want to say her name, but it's fine.
Oh yeah, it's Rachel Gibson. We get there. I get there and we pretended like nothing happened. We looked at each other and then we played with the kids. And I called my mom afterwards. I'm like, well, I still hate our guts and nothing was resolved. And we pretended like nothing happened. And she was like, oh, that makes me so happy. Really?
But this is you guys always got into it, right? She didn't steal. Did she went through your phone and try to steal like a dude you were talking to or something, right? Yeah.
So I think it was Bill. She's a real shitty person, but you know we all are, and that's what I had to tell myself last night.
You know what I like about you guys? Your dad was were you born at home?
I was born at home.
Not in a hospital,
Not
right?
in a hospital.
How'd that go? Do you remember or no?
You know, I remember being better than the rest of my siblings at it because I kind of army crawled out. But it went pretty well.
So your dad was
born in a cave.
Your dad used to take you on field trips to Planned Parenthood, right?
Yeah.
You and your dad, we both have kind of insane.
Oh yeah, we both have
dads.
insane. Yeah, we used to protest. There's like a picture, and I had to.
YOLO.
Well, I don't. I obviously don't. It's like a trauma to me now because I'm like, I can't believe I did that. But because when you're a kid, everything's like an outing, so like, you don't even think about it, and you're like going out to eat, and I'm like,
well,
oh
you guys
my
would
God.
go to eat afterwards.
Yeah, we go to like a buffet afterwards. It was like a whole day.
It was like a thing. So Planned Parenthood first.
Planned Parenthood first, and then we go.
Would you hold the signs?
And now it's full circle because I went there to get birth control like 3 months ago, and I was like,
pictures of your dad?
I'm like, wow, what a crazy turn of events.
But your dad, it's funny because your dad was, I'm not going to say he's racist, but he has
he's a conservative
he has very
man.
conservative political views. He believes Michelle Obama is Michael Obama or something as a woman.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, right. So, but what's funny is...
Stop attacking my father,
No, I'm coming full circle. You grew up, your dad was like that, but I think all the kids have kids with either a Mexican or a black or somebody of color, right?
Whoa, Giovanni. You talking about, well.
A person of color, right? Is that how you say it?
No, not ever. There's a lot of us.
Oh, wow.
So
Somebody has a kid with a white?
Yeah, a lot of us. There's
how many? I thought there was 4. How many kids are?
There's 5 in my like close with the same parents, but there's a lot branched out. But yeah, there's.
Out of the 5 core, everybody has a kid with a.
No, my brother has Caucasian children.
Asian children?
Then, yeah, my older sister has.
That's Asian. That's not white.
No, Caucasian.
Oh, Caucasian.
I mean, I guess however you want to split that. Split up the word.
But everybody else.
And I have a dog, so.
What kind of dog? A Chihuahua? No, you have the long. What is it?
He's a basset hound.
I remember when he was a puppy. I was like, oh, I didn't know he was gonna grow up and be so not as tall. Did you know that?
No, it's a real disappointment. His feet are. I try not to think of it, but his body is really big and his feet are so small. And I used to make fun of my friend's dog. My friend had a dog like that, and I used to make fun of him. And now I'm like, this is what I get.
No, that happened to me. My friend, he's like, hey, I have black labs to give away, and
half basset.
No, half a pit bull, right? And I didn't, but it was a really nice dog. But I remember it got older and it was all muscular. I was like, this is an odd looking lab, and it was like jump over like 5 feet over the living room to the next, like nothing, right? And I let my Polish friend, borrow him one time, and then he called me. He's like, dude, this is not a black lab, and he was like, this is a pit bull. And I looked at him and I was like, okay, but no, it was rest in peace, Charlie.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah, he got. Oh, actually, that's why I started comedy. He got hit by a car. Right.
That was your trauma story?
Yeah. He got hit by a car, right? Because me and my girlfriend at the time were having problems, but we stayed together. We had a dog.
Nice.
But then the dog died, right? And it was like, we just stopped talking after
I'm
that.
following my dreams, Susan!
But yeah, the dog died. I was at a funeral, right? And then my buddy's grandpa's funeral, And then I get a phone call, hey, Charlie just got hit by a car. Then we go over there, and that night he died or whatever. But rest in peace. But then I started comedy, I think, I went to Three Dead Moose, I think. Rena was still there, and David Drake was still there.
Nice.
And then, I went to Shuba's first, but then I got drunk, and I didn't go up. And then a week later, I went to a strip club. But then and the McDonald's afterwards. It was pathetic. But anyways, fish fillet was delicious.
I've never had a fish fillet. It seems like the worst menu item.
What do you get at McDonald's? Do you eat McDonald's?
It doesn't do it for me anymore. But I just went like a few weeks ago, and I was like, I felt gross afterwards. But I usually get
cheeseburger.
You get a cheeseburger?
Big Mac.
Big Mac. Oh,
I used to get two McDoubles and two McChickens and stack them.
Oh wait,
what
you
is
do
that?
them at the
I used
same
to be a
time?
fat piece of shit, dude.
That's my order though. Mine is
So
cut it in
good.
half. I get a McChicken and McDouble.
Hell yeah.
With Mac, you get Mac sauce on it.
Yeah, of course.
What is that? Is that
Absolutely.
Is that the McGangbang? Is that what that is?
I've heard that.
I've never
Is
heard
that what
that.
it's a McGangbang, right?
Right
Wait,
now.
with chicken with the chicken combined with the McDouble?
Yeah.
I've never thought of doing that, but I bet that's great.
I used to
Wait, you would do 4 at the same time, or you do 2 and 2?
2 and 2.
Okay. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's a McGangbang. Yeah.
McGangbang.
There's a
McGangbang.
fucking name for it. That's great.
Hilarious.
This guy that I don't do drugs with, but he does drugs. He was messaging me. Oh, let me know if there's anything you don't want to talk
You
about
have
on the
merch?
podcast.
Oh, I don't do. I have nothing to add on to it because I keep myself pretty pure and holy.
Oh, okay. You don't go to church anymore, right? You were forced to go to. Did you guys go to church? Your dad was a pastor?
Yeah, my dad was a pastor. I don't go to church anymore.
What was it? The church was there a church he pastored? I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, the pastor of a church. We had one in Missouri. I actually used to live in a church. So in Missouri, when we lived there,
Are you Branch Davidian? What are you?
I don't know. I'm psychotic. But it was like a church for, you know how you can have like I don't know what they're called, but there's sometimes like a house on the
pews?
property.
Oh,
so it was like
okay.
a combination. So you could like go through a door and it was this huge chapel, and then on the other side was like this big old house.
Your house. So you lived connected to the church?
Yeah, by like one.
What kind of church was it? Or
It was like a Reformed Presbyterian, but it was fun. We used to play like hide and seek in there.
Because you were homeschooled, right?
Yeah.
When did you go to the first school? College?
No, I'm in sophomore year, but I went. It was like a private school, so there was only like 7 kids in my class, so it was basically the same.
Was it your sister, your cousins, or something like that?
Well, they never went, so I am the smartest one in my family. My little sister went.
If you would go back, would you go back and not get homeschooled or go to school? Or are you like? I mean, I like how you turned out. I think you're a funny, nice person.
That's
but
really sweet.
Oh, thank you.
No, yeah, I don't think I'd change any. I've been thinking about this. In quarantine, I've been thinking about a lot of stuff, and I don't think I would. I mean, who knows how you would turn out if you changed anything? And even though I'm weird, I'm different. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably be married to like an accountant.
Oh.
Hopefully, that's like a good turn. Fingers crossed.
No, I was with a lady, a white lady. I'm done. I can't with white ladies anymore. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She scared me, right? Because we were sitting there, and then she was saying like, "You're weird."
She goes,
Oh, you sound like that.
The guy, you were scaring me.
No. He was like, "You're weird." Because basically, what happened? We were doing the sex, right? And then she can't have babies because
and you're like, God, I hate these white women. Can you give me an air?
I'm Mexican. I did want to have a baby 2 years ago, for a year.
Wow.
I was like, I want to get somebody pregnant now.
Wow.
Yeah, but it went away.
Well, thank God.
So now we're doing it, right? And then she has a thing in her arm, not a needle or anything.
A depot shot?
Is that what that is? Right? Okay.
It's just a shot. I don't think you.
Well, she has some. I think she has the implant where she
Oh.
can't have kids for like 6 years.
Okay.
And then, but it's still, you know what? What is it? Why do they say measure twice, cut once? Right?
Yes.
Wait, what is-
Yep.
Yes, measure twice, cut once.
You want to be sure before you do something. So before.
Okay. I thought that was like a birth control term.
Well,
I was like, I've never heard that.
I'm applying it to this.
in my life.
I'm applying this to the birth control because I was like, measure. I didn't think
Yeah.
when I was having sex, I didn't think measure twice, cut once. But I wanted to be sure. So before I came, I was like, hey, you can't get pregnant, or I forgot, or I could. Or maybe I said, can I come in you? I don't know, something like that, right? And she was like, wait, what? And she freaked, and I just dismounted immediately, right?
Yeah.
And then she was like, wait, what'd you say? I was like, you're not on the thing anymore, or something? And she's like, oh yeah, no, I just misheard you. And then,
Classic.
yeah, just classic, yeah. And then I was just like, oh, okay. And then afterwards, Then it just got weird, and then she called me a weirdo. But we were on mushrooms, and then she called me a weirdo, and I just felt uncomfortable, and I was like, I want her out of my house. But she, so that's why, I don't know. How's your love life been?
Maybe it's because I'm a white woman, but I wouldn't, if I heard that story, I wouldn't be like, yeah, she's a weird one.
I could see where I
like
maybe,
if I was looking at the two of you and I had a point, like, who did you think was odd in that?
okay, that's a good point. Good
scenario.
point. But I was,
It'd be like,
I would just freak afterward. I just freaked out, and I was like, you know what? Let me take a break. I feel like a Latina's not gonna. I don't know. Make me uncomfortable like that. I don't know. I felt uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I felt uncomfortable.
I'm sorry. That sounds.
What about? How's the Rona been going? How's your love life going with Rona?
It's not there. It's fine. I always have people. I'm just
The rotation.
Yeah, not a rotation. Like I just like to like talk. I think more than any. I think I'm very comfortable. I don't know. A little too. I there's nothing there. I'm just trying to get my life in order. That's what I'm trying to get. I don't want. I think for the year I'm gonna be like just want to get everything set.
Yeah, that's what I'm taking a. I'm doing like max once a month. If I sleep with somebody, it's like once a month. Get my fix.
I don't even want that. I want love. You know, I want it. I want
the one.
I want the one. I don't want to be swept out my feet. You know.
But you don't look, right? You don't look.
What?
Well, you can't go out, right?
What, you son of a bitch?
Oh my gosh, you're fat.
Oh my gosh, I knew she was right.
No. What was I saying? But
I can't look. Yeah, no.
But you don't actively
No.
search.
But I've never actively searched.
Exactly.
I just stumble in. I have one whoopsie daisy, and then like I guess we'll date for 5 months, and then fizzle out, and then like I just I think there comes a point in your life where
you
want
to have kids?
Do I want to have? Yeah, but not till I'm like 40. I would say.
Really?
35.
How old are you now? You don't have to answer that.
28.
Oh wow, I forgot you are young. You're younger than me. I'm the oldest one here, right? You're 35.
By a couple months.
A couple months.
I'm 36. But
are you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old are you, James, again?
35.
35
in
yeah.
October. We all look great, though.
We all
look fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
So yeah, maybe 35. Who knows? Who knows if I want kids? I really want. You want to know what I want to do? I want to move to Hawaii, and I want to have my own little show in like a bar, okay? And then just have like a residual income off that. Have a podcast. Have some internet content out there, and I want to live a peaceful life with like a Samoan man who sings to me, and that's what I want.
You know the guy?
And we're in love with my dog, and he's at my
like the rainbow guy. You know the rainbow guy?
But he's like not fat, he's like cut. He's not like that guy.
Yeah, but do you watch that video and get emotional? I do. Anybody else?
I like that. Then I sing to my
Did you cry? You cried at the Notebook, right?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, you have no soul, but
I love that movie. No, I cry at the end.
At the end with the thing, yeah. I made my
cry.
friends watch the Notebook, male friends, 3 or 4 of them when it first came out.
It's great. It's a great movie. I cried during Onward. Have you seen that? That new Pixar movie on Disney Plus with the trolls.
No, I only had. What is it about?
Sad, baby.
Tell me about it.
I don't think they're trolls. They're like it's like
with the fuzzy hair. Those trolls?
No, say different trolls. I don't think they're trolls. I forget what they are. They're like elves. I think maybe they're elves, but they're in like a mystical. They go on like a quest, and it's like a brother story, but they're trying to find their dad who died, and so it's like you're just a ball of tears.
I cry.
It's pretty sad.
Look, do you cry in real life?
Yeah. Well, it takes a lot. I thought I was gonna have to put my dog down, and so he was getting really aggressive.
Why?
And it like started throughout like 2 years. It's been getting worse and worse and worse and worse, and it was really bad with my roommate. He's very protective of me, so if somebody tries to walk towards me, he'd like lunge, and it got to the point where like my roommate, if he would laugh, my dog would be like, so he was at my sister's house. He like bit one of their kids, and so I was like, oh my god. So I'm like, fuck. And so I thought I'd have to put him down, and then I like took him to the vet. They like put him on medication, and then he like went to like a 2-week. I paid like $1,700 to get him trained for the specialized.
What kind of medication? Like antidepressants?
Yeah, dog Xanax. But
your dog's white. It's really white.
You know, and now he doesn't need it anymore, and I think I'm gonna take it. But I don't know if I do. But it's crazy how it worked, because I really I like was bawling, because I was like, he's my best friend. Like I can't have him doing that. Like I really thought I was gonna have to put him down, and then ever since I brought him back home after he went through like the like intense training, he like hasn't had like one problem. He's like perfect peach.
That happened to me with the original Lobo den. The reason it's called Lobo is because my dog. My dog. Yeah.
I can't believe you already have merch.
Huh? But this is only for me. I don't have anything for sale yet. It's in the progress. So I got a hat too. I got a sticker. I'll give you a sticker. When's the last time I've seen you? I haven't.
It's been a long time.
Maybe like Navigator or something like that.
Yeah, I think so. How's that, Mike? Were you still doing that, Mike, when it left?
Yeah. What was your last show?
I actually had a great show. I did a show in Milwaukee at that
that
Laughing Tap.
Keg Tap. Yeah.
It's so good, the venue that they got, and like it was packed out and it was so much fun. And the producers are like, Greg, Caitlin, Greg Bach and Caitlin McCarthy
and Matt Kemple.
Yeah, and so it was, and I did really well, and I was like, I left there feeling I did 30 minutes because the headliner was doing another show, so they were like,
who's headlining?
I was Sam Ike from Boston, super funny. So he was doing a different show in Milwaukee, and they were like, I was supposed to do 20 minutes, and they're like, he's not here yet. They're like, if we do this, they're like, you gotta stretch to like 35 minutes. In my head, I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. But it was like the best I think I've ever done. I was just like in the moment, and then I like remember driving home on the way to that, being like, God, I can't fucking wait to do this for the rest of my goddamn life.
And then somebody bit a head off a fucking bat in China.
The last show I did.
Oh, my last show was not so good. I did comedy between punk rock bands in Kenosha.
Oh, that's the
worst. And it's funny because the guy who put me on the show, he messaged me, he's like, hey, because of everything that's going on with the COVID or the Rona or the whatever it was called, the Wuhan at that point, he's like, I'm not doing the show. And I told the guy he shouldn't do it either. And I was like, all right. And then I was sick, too. I was severely sick.
Yeah.
Like, I had something.
During the weekend of the coronavirus.
Yeah. When it first started, yeah. And I was like, I went to the hospital that day, the day before. And for days, I was just really sick. I don't know. I haven't been tested. I don't know if I had it or not. But I was just super sick. And then I remember that Sunday, I got up and I told the people before, I was like, hey, I'm just letting you know, I'll still do it. But I was violently sick. So just, everything going on. Do you still want me to do the show? They're like, yeah. I was like, all right, well.
That's like rock stars. Like, hell yeah.
Yeah, they're punk. Yeah, punkers. Everybody brought their own microphone. I went. And then after that, I went to go get tamales or something. That's the last time I did. You don't like tamales?
I was thinking about being sick and eating
tamales. But then I have a phone. And then that was the last show I did. And now it's like, now it's stuff is popping up on my calendar. Like, oh, I had a show today, or like, oh, I had a show at a Crane's Butter show today, right?
It's
but
I deleted them all. I didn't want to look up. I had so many in May lined up. I was supposed to go from La Crosse, Wisconsin up to Minnesota, and then I was coming back all the way down Minnesota. I had like a whole thing lined up, and I was like, well, that's over. And then I just watched it all. Well, that's over. Yeah, it was heartbreaking because I was really excited.
I wanted to go to Green Bay too because I've been trying to go up there to sleep with somebody, but do a show, book a show, and then and sleep with this person. But now I can't. I don't want to just go. Like I feel if I don't want to just go. Hours. Yeah, at least if I can get a show in or something like that, I can go the night before, go to Skyline, and then go to there. But now it's like, I don't know. What have you been doing with your time off? You have a new job, right?
No, I quit that job.
I was gonna be like, welcome to sales.
Welcome to sales. It turned out it was very. This is like the fourth pyramid scheme I've fallen into.
This we'll blame it on the homeschool, but
I'm like, I don't know what I keep doing. And I was working. It was like a life insurance job, and it was straight commission. And it was like you had to go through all this training. So I did feel for a while there, I'm like, God, I'm so smart. But then I was working, but then I was like, no, you're really dumb, because it was only commission, and you're doing like Zoom appointments, and I was working from 8 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. every single day. Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I was
like, you want to do the podcast? You're like, I can't right now.
I want to kill myself.
I'm busy getting scammed.
Yeah, sorry, I'm scamming people. I made like $800, so I guess that was fine. But I was like, I quit like in the middle of the day. My sister Abby was doing it too. I was like, we should quit.
Wait, who got you guys involved in this?
Abby. We do everything as a unit, our family, and it's
G unit.
Sometimes, yeah, our G. Oh yeah, the Gibson unit.
Yeah, G unit.
Yeah, like they would love that. Tell them that. But yeah, I quit.
Oh, okay.
And so the rest of it, I've just been outside, like tanning.
Oh, yeah. Have you been? You know what? Another thing I cried at. I don't cry in real life, but I cry. I cried at the David. But you told me to listen to the David. You told me to listen to David Goggins episode.
I tell everyone to listen to David Goggins.
Did you listen to the first Joe Rogan? I cried. Yeah. I was on the way to that Sunday Funny show. Sunday Funny show, and Berwyn's, right? And then I was listening to it. And I remember just crying on the way to the show. I was like, this is not the mindset
This is not
I
what
should have.
But isn't it amazing?
Yeah, so people don't
Did
know.
you read his book?
No, I can't read. I mean,
he should listen to
I'm not, I should read more, but
It's the best book it's
Can't hurt me, right?
Yep, Can't Hurt Me. Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. You're gonna feel inspired. It kind of it does kind of take an emotional toll. The first like half of it because it like it's so you can just feel his like passion. And plus they do he was fat, but it like gets into like his home life and stuff. And it's not him.
it was his dad, right?
Yeah, it was his dad. He had a bad dad.
Did Dad pimp people or no?
I don't think so.
A little bit.
A little bit.
pimping,
Yeah, he was like a
he
scumbag.
did
Did
some
like
light pimping.
drugs and stuff. Owned like a bowling alley.
Oh yeah, that's a worse
Yeah,
place to do drugs.
A skating rink. You're
Yeah.
right. A skating rink. Don't listen to anything
Same
I'm
thing.
saying about the book. Same little basic concept. But he has his friend reading it, who like who like wrote the book with him. So he's actually reading the book, and then they do like a mini podcast in between each chapter. So you should listen.
I
to
should
it.
because when you told me about it and you listened to it, that you're already running, right? Like every day.
Yep.
Are you still running?
I just started back again.
Is that why you were sweating when you got here?
Well, no, that was a walk. But I did run this morning, but only a mile and a half. I'm trying to just slow into it.
I hurt myself though, so I got to the point. So we listened to it that you put. I think you put me on Gary Vee too. Gary
Yep.
Vee.
I like every motivational person in the world.
It was like it was that place that was owned by the Persians that closed down. That what's his name? I forgot. 5-star Mike or whatever. Yeah, I remember that's what he told me about. That's where Johnny Cuevas got drunk there once. Anyways,
That doesn't sound like him.
but it was. He would always get blackout drunk. Oh, Navigator, get blackout drunk and yell at people, but like he's a nice
Well,
guy.
it's because they have what's it called? Everclear, like in that giant in that jar, and everyone would just take. They were like cheap, and people would just get like blackout drunk at the open mic, which turned into a shit show. But what were you saying?
So that's when I started running. And this is one thing I took back, like David Goggins, and be like, he did that one run. He did a untrained run for it was like 100-mile run, and he broke all these bones. And he's like, I don't care if I die. And I got that mentality a little bit for a while when I was running. So I'd be running. I wouldn't even stretch sometimes. I'd run and I'd pull something, and I was like, no. And I injured myself a few times. I was like, I pulled it out, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna keep. So
you almost get to the point where you're like, I like this.
Yeah, dude. And I was not gonna die. And I got to the point that year. I haven't since, and I want to get back on it. That year, I was like, you know what? I'm running a marathon. Like I wanted to become an ultra. Did you ever want to become an ultra runner?
I sure did.
Runner? Yeah.
If you get Courtney DeWalter, if you look her up, she won.
She's the one who eats candy, right?
Yeah, she's all candy. She's amazing. She's so cool. She's a good one to follow. She's an ultra runner.
I like her, and I like the other guy that was on Rogan, the other runner. But I got really into it.
The hammer on. I forget what his name is.
I forgot. But he eats keto. But
that's all you have to know.
He's low carb. But I was running, and I was like, and I started running every day, and it was perfect because at that time I was having like these mini breakups. And I don't know that's what motivates me when I run is women. I don't know what motivates you, if it's ladies or it's just no.
You know, men don't. I think there's something wrong with me. I could break up and not care.
Oh, that's good. But dudes are dudes. You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
But you think it'd be it's weird that you're so emotional about it.
Yeah, but I'm always like that, right? So that I would get something going on, and that's when I get the best runs. Like, somebody just kind of even sort of dumped me, and then I remember, that's when I would go, and I almost ran a marathon.
Wow.
I tried to run a marathon by myself. I got to like 20 miles, and then I stopped. I stopped to take a break to get a breather and figure it out, and then my legs folded up. But I did go to Tao the night before, my cousin and her husband.
You had 6 miles left, and you stopped?
Yeah. I didn't know if you stopped that your legs would freeze up. And then it took me a 5-minute walk to my house, took 30 minutes, because I was like, I looked like, was it Frankenstein? I looked like that guy.
That's crazy. You can't let that be you. You got to get back in there.
But it's
6 miles. You had 6 miles. That's it. I would cry.
I know, but it was like, I mean, look, this is for me when I was I don't know if you were an athlete, right? You played basketball. I wasn't an athlete. I was out of shape, chubby little Mexican kid because my mom would overfeed me, mayonnaise tacos. Anyways,
my mom would underfeed me. And be like,
really?
You look better this
way. Was it religious? Is that?
This is best.
This is better.
This is better. You look great. I'm just kidding. I ate a lot.
Oh, like the white food, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those mashed potatoes and I didn't have
meatloaf.
I had mashed potatoes once a year growing up. So to me, they were the coolest thing in the world because my mom was Mexican. Unfortunately, but I couldn't. She wouldn't make mashed potatoes. So I would have it like once a year. So Christmas and Thanksgiving, I would just wait. Or we go to Old Country Buffet.
Oh yeah,
right. Is that where you guys would go after Planned Parenthood? Old
we
Country
would
Buffet?
go to Old Country Buffet a lot. We did frequent there. I just made mashed potatoes 2 days ago.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was great. And
Home from scratch?
Of course. And
Nice
then,
and white.
yeah. Although I did make it from a packet, and then I had a real fat ass day because that morning my nephew was staying with me. So the morning I made biscuits and gravy, and then that night I made fried chicken and mashed potatoes and like green beans, and we were like, we should not eat. Ever.
Have you been eating worse during this?
I fluctuate. I was doing keto for a while, then I kind of liked cooking. I don't know.
I've been doing keto the last week and a half, but I've broken my diet every day. But I started today again. I've been doing this. I've been getting up in the middle of the night, like at 2:30 and I've been making peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I don't know if you...
That's weird.
Or whatever's in my food. So I've been getting up. I'm like, all right, I have a fast. And I'm like 20 hours in, and then I break it in the middle of the night eating. But today's the last day. I've been stress eating.
Girls. Again.
Girls?
Females?
Yeah, maybe. Yes. No. Well, I made a pact with a friend of mine, a female friend, and we're doing that. She's lost like 8 pounds, and she's done keto every day, and I've broken my diet every single day.
Oh.
She's like sending me pictures of her purple tab. You did keto, right? Did you pee on the sticks?
Never.
Oh.
But I never saw a point to it. If I was losing weight, I was like, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. What are you eating, James?
Oh man, I've fallen off keto the last like 6 months. I feel like such a piece of shit.
I know.
Have you been fasting?
I just ate 3 brats with
that
French
sounds
bread,
good.
garlic bread, homemade garlic bread.
You ever put those on a brioche bun? Those brats?
No, but I will be eating the Budlong chicken on brioche tomorrow. Have you seen these ads on Facebook, bro? I'm sorry, I don't mean to hijack.
Wait,
the show.
what's Budlong chicken?
So that's like one of these new hot chicken places that keeps popping up, and you're like the Roost and all this shit. Like, oh my god,
I love
bro.
hot chicken.
I don't know why it's all over my Facebook.
Hot
feed.
chicken is spicy chicken.
I've never
right?
even heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like hot.
Yeah, like Louisiana hot. And
I haven't had it.
they keep
really
popping
good.
these brioche bun having chickens all over my
Oh.
Facebook feed. So I'm gonna order
That would be
$60 worth of it tomorrow.
so good because the bun's gonna be so sweet,
Dude,
and then the
I
chicken's gonna be
can
spicy
Taste the picture, bro.
with like
just
a
looking
pickle
at it.
on it, maybe a couple
There's
pickles,
pickles on every single picture, dude.
or slaw. I would go get.
So
What's your
good.
last meal? If you were gonna die.
I thought you meant I was like I just.
No, not like the last. What is
I just had a steak.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, in a salad.
Medium rare?
Of course.
Okay.
Although I did, I mean, I aimed. I always aim for rare because I always
Yeah,
fucking. I like it. all,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
I could do it almost raw if I want. If I undercook it, I'm not gonna go back in the kitchen and put it back.
If you're with a guy and then he gets a steak and it's well done, is it over, or do you accept people like that?
I wouldn't say. I mean, he'd have to have other good qualities, but I would.
Has
be
it
like, that's
happened?
on.
Like you've been with a guy and you saw his order, like I'll take a salad or I'll take a well done steak, and
I think a few times.
Have you dated a vegan?
No, I don't think so. That would be.
I can't.
I think I could do it.
I can't.
I went to dinner with Rena Calm, and she's vegan, and that was better than I thought it would be. Yeah.
That's a friend, but I was
like, I could still date you. I could continue this. It was fine.
But well, no, your last meal. What'd your last meal be?
That's really hard. I don't know. I like barbecue, but sometimes I don't like. I like chicken tenders with ranch. God, it's so hard. I like barbecue, but I don't like how that lingers on. You know how you can like taste barbecue. Die. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you got a good point there.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm going barbecue, but I want every side because I don't like to have like barbecue and like only like I hate those places where you can get like you can either have like greens or potato salads and like a piece of bread. I need to have like a smorgasbord. That's what I do.
Do you know what mole is? Anybody know what mole is?
I've never had it, but I know what it is.
It's there's a love and hate relationship with people. People love or hate mole, right?
Really?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. It's the one thing I don't know what the flavor. It's chocolate, right? No, it's coffee and dark. What is it?
I don't know.
What's the flavor? And cinnamon. Somebody was like, it's like sweet. Every time somebody describes the flavors to me, I'm like, I don't know how that would taste in my mouth.
This is the problem. This is the thing with mullet, right? I'm very particular with it, right? My aunt makes a really good mole, and my mom sometimes, but she doesn't listen to this. Dude, my mom's a great cook. She makes all kinds of great stuff, but the mole, it's hard to make. So my one aunt who had Rona, oh no, she's not dead. No, Jesus.
Oh my God.
I was trying to say a shout out. I almost said rest in peace. No, they're all alive. They all had it, like all of them. She worked at McDonald's, at Walmart, the Waukegan Walmart.
Wow.
And then there was a dude at one of the first cases when this first happened. One of the first cases was a guy when we first in Waukegan. We're like, oh my God, there's a case in Waukegan. Now like Waukegan was like,
really?
Like nobody listens over there. I remember I went to a gas station. I saw some dude. Or I went to a liquor store to buy liquor. Because I think I invited a lady. Anyways, so I went to a liquor store, and I saw some dude, and I was like, oh, what's up, right? And I'm like trying to like do the thing. He goes up, or he shakes my hand. Like nobody, I was like, no. I was like, all right. And this is when everybody was like, hey.
Yeah.
So nobody cared.
Wow.
Nobody cared.
Were any of them close calls, your relatives?
No. They drank tea.
Okay.
And then
that'll do it. I've been keeping I don't know if it works, but I listened to that podcast with Joe Rogan and Dr. Rhonda Patrick about vitamin. Oh, I love her so much. Vitamin D, about almost everyone who passed away. I don't know. Can you look at that? Yeah. I don't know. It's everyone who had a vitamin D. It was like the percentage was so high, and almost everyone who like had like a pretty good, who was like in that like age, she just said the studies have shown that like a lot of people, it's easier to fight the infections if you don't have a vitamin D deficiency. And almost I forgot how many people in America have a vitamin D deficiency, but it's super high.
Yeah, I started taking them a few years ago because somebody told me like about seasonal depression, right?
Yeah.
And I get depressed when I see overcast, those clouds. I get deep. It kills me, right? When I would see, every year. So I was like, you know what? And I started taking vitamin D sprays or something like that. So I'd either get it from Rogan or Alex Jones. But allegedly it's good. Allegedly.
Oh, wait, you don't just get it from, why don't you just get like the vitamins from like the Whole Foods
from
or
animals?
something?
Oh.
No, like the supplements. I got it for like $6 or $8, and I could take, because you're supposed to take 4,000 I use a day. That's like the highest, and I got one that's like 2,000, so I just take 2 of them every morning. But I feel I've been taking them for a week, and my energy levels are higher. I feel better, and so I really think I was deficient, probably.
I think I was, because I remember when I was taking the good one. The one I have is some shitty Trader Joe's ones that I bought that I gotta switch to a better one, and I just haven't. But I remember it helped out. Yeah. So I take vitamin D, colloidal silver, nascent iodine from Alex Jones. And what else? I think, and you know, I started taking oil of oregano. Have you taken that? Be careful. Dude, that shit burns, right?
Really?
It's like, it's like putting, I don't know, like gasoline like a drop of like hot gasoline in your mouth. So I've been taking those. So
that's a good idea.
But I don't know. Like today, before I came here today, I was like, oh man, I was like, all right, hopefully, because I was bummed out today because some crap's going on at work.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it's my fault.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then I was like, oh my God, give my shit together. So I drank this. Oh, this coffee's gone. This is work coffee. So I've been trying to get it. You're white, Rebekah, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're white. From what's your white background? Do you know?
I am like an 8th Cherokee, of course. And where I am. And look at my cheekbones. And Irish and like English or Swedish.
Okay,
good
point.
Sure. You asked the question. I wasn't gonna bring that up.
No, but I remember this. I remember that we were Pilsen stand-up, right? We're at Pilsen stand. I tell these people this story because there was reggaeton. Do you know what that is now? Okay, probably not. Okay, do you know what reggaeton is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I remember I was talking to Rebekah about reggaeton. There was a song, and I was like, and I said something.
What is it?
I'll tell you in a second. But I was talking.
I feel like you're gonna trick me.
No, you know what reggaeton is.
You're like, go ahead, James. Give the definition.
There was a song or something, and then I remember it was playing in the background at Pilsen Stand Up. If you don't know, it's in Pilsen. It was like mostly it's a Latino show, or is it Latinx now? I don't
Bomb
know.
my ass off there.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you were there. Yeah, you were performing.
I don't know if it was the same one. Yeah, I think I only did one.
I think so. Yeah. No, I didn't do good my first time. I was a fucking loser. But
you're heckling me.
Oh, they were.
You know when you're not good at like sometimes you're on with the retorts and sometimes you're just like nah.
What they said? Do you remember what they said to you?
I didn't know they were hitting on me. I was looking pretty hot. He was pretty hot on it.
So I was like, the song was playing. I was like, man, I was like, Rebekah, I love reggaeton, right? I was like, I love these songs. I love something about reggaeton. And he's like, oh yeah, I love Bob Marley too, is what you said. I thought I was. I thought it was a very cute.
Yeah. Well, I was probably
girl.
making a funny.
You weren't.
I think I was probably making a joke.
You were no, and then I explained to reggaeton. I think I explained to him what reggaeton was.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I thought it was cute, but you know what reggaeton? It's like Bad Bunny. It's a mixture.
Oh, well, I know Bad Bunny. So.
Now, right? But
Yeah.
it wasn't as popular back then, which is. But yeah, reggaeton.
Well, of course.
I saw Bad Bunny live.
Is reggaeton his song? Oh. Is this Bob Marley?
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Ziny Lennox, dude. You see, this is.
I doubt I saw that.
Do you? Did you have a? There's a problem with reggaeton. Reggaeton is a music that makes me want to drink and do drugs.
Ooh.
And then maybe Vicente Fernandez. Is there a music you have that?
I like country, and it makes me feel nice, and it makes me want to drink. Makes me want to drink too. Makes me want to drink beer all day. Makes me want to relax. It makes me feel good. I'm tired of hiding from it. But that's the only music that makes me feel good. The other music I just like. I like Frank Sinatra. I like
Frank.
I like reggaeton. I'm big on reggaeton.
I can't. This is I'm not attacking you, but a white lady I was with. The whole night we couldn't agree on the playlist, right? Usually when somebody comes over, I have a playlist ready, and it's a mix of reggaeton, some type of rap, and something else. But this one, she was into, what is it called? The drug music?
Trap?
With bass? No. Something with bass and people.
Dubstep?
Something like that, yeah. Some type of electronic dubstep movie that people do. She does acid a lot, and then I couldn't, the whole night. There's the same girl. We got Weirded Out. Because I kept, you know what? She would put on a song, right?
I was just about to ask him, like, is this...
It's the same girl. She would put on a song, and then she'd look at me. She'd be like, "No, right?" And I was like, "No, it doesn't bother me."
Yeah.
And then she'd be sitting there. It's like, "It's bothering you, isn't you?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "Yeah, please change it. Please change it."
Please change your music right now.
And this is after we slept together. And I wanted to say, just turn the music off.
Yeah.
You know?
Just sit in silence.
But then I wanted. My roommate was so I don't know. So what the hell was I saying?
Do you still share a room with your roommate?
No.
Do you still share a bed with your roommate?
So there was we used to live in this place in Zion, the Z, right? It was, at one point it was 13 of us, right? It was me, my friend on one bed, his other friend who actually, the guy I talked about who got arrested in Miami on Dale's episode, he was on another bed with his brother, so that's 4 in one room. Maybe at one point there was a Honduran that was there working, that was on the floor on a bed. Oh yeah, Farid,
I remember the
fat
Honduran.
dude. Shout out to Farid. Young Fadi, he's a reggaeton singer now, right? And then
I still don't know what it is.
what's his iconic reggaeton song? No, all the stuff is old. Gasolina. Can you pull up Gasolina, or we get killed?
I know that song.
Okay, so that's reggaeton.
Yeah,
so reggaeton is what happened was it's dance hall. It's a mixture of rap and Spanish with singing.
Yeah,
I hate Daddy Yankee.
I love it. You want to know what? Oh my God.
Is it just kind of like, oh, I want to drink? Is there
I
a
think
liquor?
I did. I want to say I did a strip. It was either this song or a different Daddy Yankee song, but I did it like a version of Strip Joker to it in Milwaukee.
Okay.
You know those shows? It was like where you have to it's like a body positivity, do stand up in your underwear. But I picked that like a song like that, and then I danced. But then I went back and rewatched it. I was like, boy, that was a poor look. Did not play out like I wanted it to.
Are we? Oh, hold on. Where are we at on time, James? I'm sorry. I forgot to stop my watch.
We are
again.
at 50 minutes.
Oh, we're getting
What do
close.
you? I feel like you haven't asked me any of these questions that are on your sheet. Like, you prepared a lot for this.
I did.
and
I tried
just been-
to because I had one moment when I was with somebody, and then we were just looking at
You
each
got
other.
nervous. Who was
No,
it?
I just didn't know. I can't. I'll tell you after
Who
the
was
show.
it?
I'll tell you after.
It's gonna come out anyways. People are gonna know. You're not gonna hear it.
I'll tell you. Reggaeton. Hey, did you really think this was one of your bits? Did you really think people were virgins that weren't circumcised? Immigrants?
Of course not.
Oh wow! I really believed you. You had a bit where you thought because of the Bible, right? It was in the Bible. Like if you're uncircumcised, you're a virgin.
What? I forgot what that.
Remember
You want to know what?
comedy?
I think I'm going crazy because I don't remember this whole quarantine. I don't remember anything. I was trying to remember a joke that I told almost every show, and I'm like, I don't remember how it starts. Oh, I don't remember.
But
yeah, I did have a joke like that. But no, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think that.
Oh, okay. But in the joke, you thought that people, because of religious upbringing, people with uncircumcised penises were virgins.
Yeah.
Okay. But it's not true. I don't know if
It's
people
not
don't know.
And I wish I could remember the joke because it's better than what you did.
No,
it's not what you're saying.
Dude, I'm the biggest butcher.
It's a pretty good joke.
I'm the biggest butcher when it comes to like try to reach. I never try because I'm the worst. Every time I try, I've never succeeded at it. But this happened to me the other day. I was thinking about it. I was like, what if somebody? Because I've been messaged the last few days to do live stuff, at least interviews for Zooms and lives and all that stuff. And I was like, what? And I see now there's shows that are starting to pop up. And I was like, what am I gonna do if somebody messages me for a show? Like I don't even remember all your stuff is written down. It's there, right? So What you think you can get back into it right away, or
I don't write down a lot of my stuff. I don't. Maybe.
What are you gonna do?
It's all just in the old noggin. So I think I have in a MacBook where but this was like a year ago where I'd written down all of my jokes. But I have I don't write them word for word. I just write little notes.
Oh, okay.
And then
I don't know. I thought about it. And I freaked out. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be like riding a bike. You're gonna do a few open mics, and then you're gonna do 15 shows, and then you're like, all right, I got it.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, we're back. We're gonna do it. Okay, I remember the joke now.
Have you enjoyed your time off or no?
I think I needed it. I think it was like a good break to like get my shit together a little bit and like take care of stuff that I needed to take care of. Also, I haven't been doing any. I think it was good because I haven't been doing the Zoom shows. I haven't been writing.
I didn't mean to roll my eyes to people are doing it. More power to everybody. That's what they want to do.
I did do one when it first started. Me and Blake Burkhart. I hated it.
What is it?
You want to?
What is it like?
You saw it.
I want to see this. What is it like?
Did.
So is there an audience? How does this work? Is there laughter? How does this work?
No, there wasn't laughter.
Oh, perfect.
There sure was not. But yeah, ever since I did that one, I was like, I'm done with that. But yeah, I've been taking a complete break. I took the Joe. I feel like I've been quoting Joe Rogan too much. You want to know what I've been doing in quarantine?
The Kevin Hart one is good. I
just listened to that this morning. It's great.
It's pretty good.
Fantastic.
I'm recommending it to people. Yeah.
I'm also listening to his book, The Decision, and that's great too. He's good.
Joe Rogan has a book. Oh no, Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
Oh, okay.
I eat up everything he says like it's candy.
I love candy. I mean Kevin.
I love candy.
No, I love Kevin.
Yeah.
I've been listening to. What have you been listening to? Just Rogan? I'm obsessed with Tim Dillon now. Am I the only one? I love him.
Fucking love Tim Dillon.
Did you see his video yesterday about he's the Barstool interview? Did you watch it?
No.
What's wrong with you people?
Not yet.
Okay, watch it. No, we can't. I don't think we can watch it now. Can we? No, we can't. We can't. I'll show it to you after. But he's a girl. You've seen him. Did you see him in the Gary Vee one? When he attacked Gary Vee?
Oh, that's funny. I'm gonna go back and watch it. I only see him when he's
Meghan
on
McCain?
other things. I've seen a couple of those.
You seen when he's Meghan McCain, right? He's like, "Fuck me, daddy," or whatever. Okay.
I tried to go see him when he was at Zany's, but I didn't get back in time.
I didn't find out about. I didn't get into Tim Dillon until
Did you see it?
A few weeks after.
One of the best shows I've ever seen.
I knew it.
So good, dude.
What's the last show you watched? Was it Flanagan?
Oh, yeah, I did watch Jim Flanagan's special. Whenever it comes out, I watch it. It was fantastic. But you want to know the best one that I've seen in a long time is Andrew Schultz when I was at. Were you at Zany's when Andrew Schultz was?
No, I missed that.
It was great. He did crowd work the entire time, but I was just like,
I missed my buddy wanted to go see him in Milwaukee, but I missed that one. I think my last was either DePaulo or it was Flanagan, and then I did the punk show, and then that was it.
Oh, then that was it.
I'd ask you to. Is there anything you want to plug? I don't know.
No. When it comes back, did you ever watch? I'm a producer on Afterthoughts now. It's a row show, and so we're gonna be getting that back.
Is that the one that was at Laugh Factory? What's the premise of that again?
It's the funnest show in my opinion. It's my favorite thing to do. It's all the comedians are on stage on like a writing table, so everyone's on a table writing jokes about the comedian performing, and then they rotate. So then the host reads the jokes about the performer. It's super funny.
Okay. When is that starting again? Who knows, right?
Who knows?
Isn't Illinois opening up soon? Phase 3 or something?
Phase 3.
I don't even pay attention to what's going on.
There's a rumor that I'll tell you off air. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
I knew it. So whenever it comes back, it's back. But I'm just letting it all flow back together. Hopefully.
Okay, so your Afterthoughts is your your social media.
Oh,
Do you
just
want to plug
yeah.
it? OnlyFans?
No.
Nothing.
Yeah, plug my OnlyFans. It's just gonna be me reading a book to people in my pajamas.
Oh, and then I got my buddy.
Oh, Relentless. That's the other book you should read.
Who's Relentless?
Relentless. I forget the name of of the other, but it's the trainer of Michael Jordan and Kobe and Dwayne Wade.
Rest in peace. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's the one I cried. I want you to know I cried out of that all day.
Did you get off of Facebook that day? Because you knew the jokes were
I had
coming.
to.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
To.
The
It made me
attacks.
mad. That's the first time I've ever gotten into an argument with somebody.
Yeah.
Some fucking
I knew it
cum
was
dump
gonna-
in Milwaukee was posting about him.
I know.
Sent me out off the wall.
Oh, I know who it is.
Ricky
Medea.
Medea.
Yeah.
I'll say your name. Scumbag.
He's like, fuck yeah.
I hate those like those people with like little like open
Dicks.
mic dicks.
Sorry.
They're not even dicks. They're just like people who get zero attention. So they're like I'm gonna post something and this will be the only reaction I get for the week. I'm not gonna get booked. I'm just gonna get people mad at me. But that's enough to make me come. I don't know. I hate that.
Hey, what's your Instagram?
It's Rebekah Gibson. Rebekah.
Oh yeah, you have the biblical Rebekah. Rebekah.
Rebekah.
My social media is my Lobo 9110 Lobo 9110 because it was my AOL screen name in 8th grade, and I'm not professional. But for the podcast, I have the Lobo Den Podcast on Instagram, Twitter is Lobo Den Podcast. Subscribe. I don't have merch, but if you like it, I'll send you stickers. I think I'm getting magnets today.
Nice.
Oh, I'm getting some magnets too. And then, hey, we didn't talk about cocaine today, so that was pretty cool. I think it's the first time.
You said drugs, Milwaukee, strippers. No, Miami. You talked about.
Yeah, but
cocaine.
I did say cocaine,
Yep.
but we didn't go into cocaine. All right, but I can't right now. Gotta go because I gotta go show somebody some bicycles. My friend's dad died, and I'm helping him sell his stuff.
Nice.
Right.
Very good.
So my ex-girlfriend's gonna be meeting me over there with her mom, and I think that's it, right? I think I did it right. Don't.
Thanks. Go watch Mad Men. Bye.
Bye.
Lobo